Welcome to a casted game of Age of Mythology Retold. I'm MythBro, and today I'm bringing you a game from one of the best Age of Empires 4 players that there is. Opa, otherwise known as Wham01, one of the Canadian brothers. He is here playing Age of Mythology Retold, and this is going to be a treat to see how he plays the game for the very first time. I'm not sure if Wham has played OG Age of Mythology before, but we'll see how Retold's going for him. He is playing as Hades today, which is one of the Greek civilizations, and it looks like it is a Hades mirror. It looks like Take This Big Axe also playing Hades. This is out on the ranked ladder here on the beta. And right out of the gate, you see him build a storehouse right up against the gold. I don't recommend doing this. Leave yourself a little bit of space. But maybe he just doesn't want him to get stuck in between, because that can happen as well. Did a very good job, by the way, of getting those hippos. He took shots at them and lured them back towards the town center, so he didn't have to build a granary out there. Able to really optimize his build here on food and gold. So a very clean opening. Take that big axe, meanwhile, with the granary out on the hippos. Now, I will note, the granary doesn't have a hunting upgrade, so maybe in OG, AoM, Vanilla, you wanted your granary because you wanted to get the hunting dogs upgrade every game. There's no hunting dogs here. You've got a hunting upgrade in the third age. So it's not as important, which maybe means really going for openings like this is even just a huge way you can kind of min-max your economy. There you go. He lures it in with one villager and kills him under the town center. Very nice job of that. Okay. So Hades, this is the god of the underworld. Hades has particularly good archers is some of the specialties for this civilization. Although a lot of times with Greeks, I see a lot of cav running around. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bunch of stables out of these two guys. Got the temple going up right now. Wonder what he'll age up with. We'll see if they age up with the same thing. And I love these stages of RTS. Just seeing how the meta evolves, how things start to come together. Super fun. Okay, so there's hippos going down. Now, in a minute, we're told, you can see that's a lot of hippos, right? They definitely have more food in your base than in vanilla. Before, you might have, 2 hippos to start with. Not, shoot, what, 5 hippos? That's a lot of resources to have there. So it could be a big difference. Wait, was that bugged? Hold on. I might have been, no, I don't know, because he's killed several of them under there. There's a little bit of bug, so I don't know. It's hard to say. Either way, a lot more food in base than usual. Okay, temple coming down on the front side of his base. They both have access to the sentinel around their town center. And we'll probably see Age Up's coming in here very, very soon. Let's see if Opus aged up. He's actually halfway to age up. Take this big axe, as you can see. Not ready to age up yet. He has the food. Wait, he is ready to age up. What's he doing? Has he forgotten? I don't know. Maybe he just really wanted to train Ajax before he clicked his age up, which is a valid thing. He can go out there and start grabbing some relics. Look at Ajax, by the way. Badass hero. Look at him with that lion on his head. Now, the relics in AoM are different than Age of Empires games. They don't give you gold, and you can't convert someone with them. Each one of them has a special perk. So for this one, it makes your villagers regenerate health. You've got one down here. It makes your villagers, ranged soldiers have more hit points. So there can be some really good ones. Not to mention, extra 10% on your army. Not too shabby. You have to grab them with your hero and you have to put them inside your temple. So you can do this right away. You can see he's going for that. But some better than others. And a little bit of randomness to it. Okay, so we can see right now, it's going to be a little hard keeping it straight because both sides have the same army. But there you go. Opa going to be using Pestilence right out of the gate. And why is he doing this? Well, in Age of Mythology Retold, Pestilence, what it's going to do is it's going to slow down the buildings and prevent them from firing. So he's not getting shot by arrows from his town center. I'm not sure if it actually slows down the villager production. Does it say if it does? Prevents buildings from firing and slows unit production. Yeah, so it must slow the villager production. I'm trying to look at the speed that's training versus. Yeah, it must be. It's probably minor. I'm not sure how much. But there we go. Big axe moving on out towards the hippos on the north side. And let's see what we got coming down next. And for Wham, that is going to be a stable and a stable. Man, did I call this or what, guys? Right at the beginning. And I got an eye for the meta. It's a double stable. On the other side, an archer range. This is not going to be what you want versus double stable, certainly. And not to mention, he built this so far out in front of his base, I don't think he's going to be able to defend this. We got Cyclops squaring off, but Opa going for multiple heroes right away. There's Ajax out there for big axe, but not enough. And there he goes. His sentinels are being called down at the town center. He probably should have built this, you know, a little closer back here. Maybe he was trying to like wall off this gold or something. I'm not sure. But this Cyclops is going to have its way with it, as you're seeing right now. Not to mention Cyclops versus heroes not doing a whole lot of damage. They have negative multipliers. This is Wham. This is Wham playing. Oh, down goes the Cyclops. Okay, double stable going to be pumping Cav. This is going to be very, very hard to deal with. I mean, he's going to need to make his own Cav, or he needs to go for hoplites like yesterday. It's going to be a tough one. Okay, villager difference, very close, neck and neck right now. Neither player has gone for a second town center. We see an actual, a Cyclops upgrade coming in for Opal right now. So he's getting the Will of Kronos. Ares upgrades your Cyclops to an Elder Cyclops. Has more attack and inflicts area damage. So he's been able to keep that Cyclops alive with his micro. But now we see his upgrade. He's got a little, he's got a shiny silver shirt now. He's clearly going to be stronger. And we do see a stable being dropped. Now don't forget, he also has access to Pestilence if he wants to use it. I'm not sure if he did at some point over here because, well, let's see. 65. No, he has not. Because sometimes I've missed a meteor strike before. It's not, it doesn't like yell at you like incoming god power. It's a little sneaky sometimes in these if you're not watching it. Okay, so some towers to defense. And I'll say, man, if you're invested in towers to defend, that's going to give Opa map control. He's probably going to do pretty good. He hasn't even upgraded these towers yet, so I'm sure he's going to. And he hasn't. These things do not shoot until you upgrade them. So it looks like he's kind of trying to put on a defense. Maybe he's going to try to age up. And it looks like what he's going to try to do. He's going up for the heroic age. And, you know, I might like that play right now because he's probably not going to win this out in the second age. Technically, score-wise, Big Axe in a better spot, but it's probably just, you know, bank he has, maybe some of his upgrades. But he's able to hold this, so could be anyone's. Could be anyone's right now. Meanwhile, Wham, spinning down all his resources. Really doesn't have any gold left in the bank, so not looking to age up for him unless he already is. No, he's not. Training villagers the old-fashioned way. Old dogs don't learn new tricks, right? Forget auto queue. He's got no auto queue. Okay, and we've got some Hippias causing some issues right now. Hippias. I don't know how you say this. Hippias. Okay, so pushes those villagers off of food, but I think he's already aging. Oh man, wait, did he just spin on it? No, he's very close to aging up. Okay, going for the goats. He'd have to pull off a crazy hold. You know what he could do? Since we had a double stable opening over here, he could go up next age and start making Padromos. Certainly could be something he could try. Okay, so we've got age 3 underway right now. Big Axe right now. Take this Big Axe. Going up with Apollo, God of the Sun and Music, of course. Really good for archer upgrades. Got some nice, the Manticore, very good myth unit. So going to be going for kind of an archer-based thing. Oh my God, this is such a AoE4 move. Look at him walling up, building these giant walls. Oh man, we got a toxic waller so early on. Oh, we joke. Okay, so Wham, aka Opa, going for his gold, spreading out. And I will say, you want to spread your villagers out. If you put 20 villagers on here, they're all going to bump in. They're not going to be gathering. It's an easy thing to accidentally do, especially earlier on or if you're new. So try to spread your villagers out across resources. It'll help keep them working. Okay, so he's got the next age. I feel like he's probably going to be aging up here soon. He hasn't really showed indication of it. Just continues to train Cyclops. How many Cyclops do you have? It's just going to be a second one. Okay, there we go. Third age is underway right now, and there it is. We've got our, there it is. Beautiful unit, beautiful unit. There's the Manticore. It's like a, what is it? It's like a lizard dragon demonic, crazy looking thing. Let's see what the description says. Greek mythology from Persia that originated in tales about faraway exotic India. The body of a red lion, a human face, 3 rows of teeth, a stinging poisonous tail, and poisonous spines that shot in any direction. Its voice is a mixture of pipes and trumpets. Ayo. When villagers vanished without a trace, it was believed that they were devoured by a manticore. Okay, there you go. Manticore, there's the lore for you. Okay, both players putting some walls. This is kind of a weird map to wall because you've got these kind of like shallows all over the place. Kind of makes it difficult. Okay, so Wham going for a bunch of raids right now. Going to be expanding towards the middle of the map. Rather greedy. In fact, here going for a settlement pretty far out. But you want to start taking these, especially if your opponent's sitting back. Big Axe's score has been really taken off. Despite, it really feels like Wham's been raiding him a lot. But seems like he's under control. There could be a difference of some of these upgrades he has. Let's see if I can click on one of these villagers. But I don't always trust score in any Age of Empires game. So you have to click on him to see the applied upgrade. So he's got hand axe, pickaxe, ballistic, staff of Dionysus. Meanwhile, let's look on Wham's villagers. He's only got hand axe and husbandry. So that really could be pretty massive as far as the economy goes. He doesn't have his like, economic upgrades, so that could really be making a difference. He does have a second TC though, so that's going to help him pull ahead. House straight now for red. I would love to see a use of this underworld passage that Apollo has. So you can basically, you know, put an underworld passage here and then like put it on the other side of the map, and then you can just get in it, pop out over here, and go attack, get a little flank in or a surprise or siege or whatever it might be. But he doesn't really have a whole lot of army still. Look at these walls. He's setting up for the late game. He's going to start trading already or something. Play just like an AoE4 Pro. He's going to stall us out into the uber late game. You know, he did his damage early and said, now I'm going to boom. I'm going to chill. He's taking the town center in the middle of the map. So that gives him a little map control, gives him some extra population, of course, that you get with those settlements. Manticore taking a shot at Achilles, but not going to do a whole lot there. And this game kind of getting walled up. This is they're taking their sweet time. The score is neck and neck. Not sure what's going to happen. Both in. Oh, I'm sorry. He's still in the second age. I thought he surely would be aging up already. He continues to stay in the second age. Big army difference though. Double the army difference. Army size rather. So we got some Greek heroes running around. Oh, he pays to use pestilence again. That was not cheap. I'm not sure if it was worth it. I don't know. He already used it once, right? That cost him a lot of favor. I guess it slows down the villagers is his goal there. But stops him from shooting. Maybe he's going for attack. And he is, I guess. He's got some Cyclops in there. Oh, interesting. It doesn't stop the Sentinels from attacking. Oh, that's kind of a catch there. So you're still under a lot of fire if you go into the town center. But forcing some villagers idled there. Pretty much completely safe back at home for blue. Wham right now, gonna be using the Elder Cyclops. He picks up a horse and he throws him away into the air, but he survives. He's gonna survive. Some wild physics on that one, but he's gonna live to fight another day. Okay, Manticore has held a good little hold there for the red Greeks. Blue Greeks, by the way, still not aging up. He can't mess around too much longer. He needs to get himself into that next stage. Any day now. He just keeps spinning his food. He can buy the food. Whatever, he's walled up. It's fine. It's fine. Everyone's just exploring. It's their first day playing Retold. Look at that army. They did a really good job with the models on these things. They look really, really cool. Like, look how these guys are jacked. Look. They're jacked. There's a lot of details going on here. I also love the level you can zoom. If they allow you to tilt, that would change my world. That would be crazy. Okay, so a lot more cav currently queued up for blue. Oh, I thought he was full walled, but I guess there was a hole down here. Unfortunate. I don't know. Maybe he busted in. It almost looks like maybe he did at some point. But Opa, gonna be going for another raid here, looking for some villagers on the goal, but nothing there. Poking in, maybe he's just gonna turn around. It is what he's gonna do. I kind of feel like Big Axe might need to press a little bit of advantage here. Maybe go try to hit him with some more raids. Because the 3 TC versus, I guess he's on 2 TC now, but a big villager difference. Look at this, 75 versus 45. That is a big villager difference. So you can stay in the second age all day. But the villagers won't necessarily win the war always. You gotta have a standing army, so. And he's got a sizable one. They're just kind of spread out right now. Not really dealing with the intrusion on the southwest side. Okay, so 3 villagers at a time in queue, as you can see. Perfectly synced up, mind you. I wonder if it's always like, I guess they aren't exactly synced up. Oh, by the way, you can see the difference in the pestilence. You can see one of the town centers was training like much slower. So there you go. Okay, so we've got a Big Axe finally using his pestilence. A few horsies coming in, but they're just going to the slaughter essentially. I'm really wondering if we'll see a mythic gauge possibly out in him next. He could save up the food, but farm transition hasn't happened yet, and that's where things are gonna get a little dicey. Like having the map control to go out for these berries and farm or the animals in the middle of the map, be a little tough. But some good raids right now coming in from the medium Hippus, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. He's just getting further and further behind. Here comes another Cyclops, an Elder Cyclops, because it's been upgraded. Oh my gosh, look how many villagers he's got. How many is that? 12 villagers working on favor. 14, I guess, according to the chart. Yeah, I guess he's just been training Cyclops. He really likes this unit. Doesn't do any damage to Ajax, as you can see there. Now this is a flex, the frontline farms. I guess this is the front line. This is behind his walls. It feels like the front line, but this is the front line TC right there. Okay, so Opa is going to clean up the rest of the army that's kind of running around here. And if you look at the army count, 58 versus 29. Blue, really advantaged in just about every category right now. His eco's ahead, his military's ahead. His age hasn't been ahead, but it looks like he's aging up now. Maybe he'll hit him with an old double age. I kind of feel like Red needs something big, like, I don't know if he goes up to the next age and just try to get some kind of push going with his mythic god power. I think he's had some opportunities to do it. By this point, Opa's economy is growing so strong. Okay, so he's aged up with Aphrodite, which has the god power of Curse. Now, Curse will actually turn your target into pigs, so he can turn a bunch of these units into pigs. I had my enemy do this to me last game, but they didn't win the fight, and then I just took the pigs back to my base and ate them. So you gotta be careful if you're gonna convert them to pigs, because they might be able to just eat them. It might help them out. I wonder how much value they get back. Like if you think about like resources spent on a unit versus like how much food gets, you know, what does a pig have? I'm not sure if a Aphrodite pig has a different amount. Okay, so really we got 1,300 wood in the bank. Both these players floating a little bit in different directions, but looks like just taking their time. They're kind of exploring the game, training their different units. They got different stuff all over the map here. Is there any market trading? Not yet. Typically you see some trading set up soon. You see that one? Yeah, he's getting ready to start trading, which is really huge in the late game for Age of Mythology. Okay, here we go. Big fight right now. We see, was Curse used? Yes, look. Curse was used. Oh, man. Army turned into pigs. And see, they've got what? 300 food total if they fatten up. So, here's your amount. Okay, Opa. Bringing the pain. Looks like dominating this battle right now. Okay, we've got, a horse being thrown. Down he goes. Okay, lots of Cyclops in there. 1, 2, 3, 4 Cyclops. That could be nice. Here come the Padromos. He could add in some siege if he threw down a fortress, but he's just adding what? What the heck is that? More barracks? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Maybe he's expecting some, I don't know what he's expecting. He's pretty much got everything he needs. There's his lions, by the way. The Nemean lion, which does this roar attack. Okay, looking pretty good as far as this fight's going right now. I would love to see some Age 4 god powers get used here in this game, but I'm not sure if it's going to make it to that stage. The Cyclops, you would think, would just start ripping through these buildings. He's hanging on there. Keeps training back some heroes. We got Ajax. You know, it's a lot of god or myth units, so heroes can be very impactful in fights like this. You've also got the Shades auto spawning like right where they're fighting. So he's doing more damage than maybe you might expect. I mean, look at this. Ajax really takes no damage from. They do a 0.5 multiplier versus, you know, heroes. So Ajax can do a lot in there. But he can just keep retraining his hero. So as strong and as expensive as myth units are, the heroes will stand. Oh my, horses being thrown everywhere. Let's zoom in and see what's going on here. Holy Cyclops, this is a scrappy little battle we got going on here. The ultimate Greek defense. I wish I could tilt the camera. Trying to get a nice realistic view here. Yeah, it just keeps yeeting troops into the battle. Okay, starting to float a lot of resources here. I wonder if anyone will try to age up. Well, Big Axe is not floating by any means. Yeah, now look at this. He just keeps in the lions. He says this is Age of Mythology. I'm making myth units. He just keeps slamming out those lions. Roar. Oh man, a part of the temple falls off. This is not gonna be good. Look at all these towers, by the way. He's got like 5 towers. Actually dishing out a considerable amount of damage, all things considered. So he's fighting underneath these towers. This is the tower defense. There's even a sentinel. Wow. Lion slamming. Look at him go. The Shades almost distract the myth units from like completing their task, which should be like to crush a few of these buildings. So it almost seems like he's gonna hold this with just freaking towers. Like, what is going on here right now? He needs some serious siege. Oh, there's that pestilence. And does that stop all these towers from shooting? It does. It does. So that's gonna be massive. That's a good way to stop that tower defense. Now, mind you, pestilence now costs 65 gold. Let's see what it, or favor. Yeah, he paid 65 favor to use that. So that was expensive. But he's got a lot of villagers on there generating the favor. You at least can do this with the Greeks. But despite everything, Big Axe is kind of holding on in this choke point. Rather impressive. And once they both hit 100 and 100 villagers, economies can kind of even up. But the difference is going to be military pop. With these extra settlements, you get this 150 population versus 210. That is what's going to be massive when you're sitting there at max pop. I'd love to see some Age 4. Come on, someone. Go to the Mythic Age. You can do it. He's holding them. It's very impressive. Towers in a Dream. He's been playing that cat and mouse mod. You guys ever play the cat and mouse mod for Age of Mythology back in the day? You just build like 1 million towers or whatever. And then like, what, Anubis comes after you. So he just keeps sending units into the fold. Brutal, brutal. What is this? A military academy. What is he doing? I don't know about this move. That's certainly something. He's gonna train a few things. Okay, I really don't think he's gonna break this position. There are so many towers here. And he's actually starting to get some momentum. Don't forget, he's aged up. He's got a lot of archers. What the heck? He just trained a bunch of Pegasus. I don't know if that was on purpose or see, he's just kind of trying to get a look on what's going on. Maybe he's using them to distract the towers. Maybe that was his goal with that. I think he's getting some scouting intel. He's trying to see what's going on back here. I will say, Big Axe he's hunkered down. He's got quite a fortress here. Also adding in some literal fortresses down. So this could be impactful. Opa continues to spam units, but has not made siege. No siege yet. Lots of food in the bank. Gold will start to dwindle eventually. Let's see if any trade has been started. No trade yet. He really needs to consider trading because this stuff will run out here soon enough. You can see that gold vine's almost out. He's got another one over here. But yeah, that's gonna become a problem here. Sup, Spranga22, how you doing? So here we go, back into the tower defense. They don't seem like they just get like tickled by the towers. They can definitely eat a lot of arrows. He picks up a villager and yeets him away. Oh my gosh, I love that animation. So many arrows flying around, this is nuts. Heroes, archers, towers. He's got a few. Wait, did he take this? No. Let's say blue. Okay, he's like, okay, two can play this. He's making his own towers. Trying to build a military academy like right under this. Crazy, look at this. He's actually pushing some siege here on the south side. What is this, Big Axe? He says, I got middle with my towers. He's pushing out south side with some catapults. Petroblos, rather. Yeah, if he holds this, this would be insanity. I don't think he will. You know what? I'm not so sure right now. He's kind of, his economy is kind of evening out. If you really got trade going, which he is starting to get some traders going, I don't know. We might have ourselves a ball game here. This could keep going. Okay, now I'm getting a little intrigued. I don't like it when it stalls out, but this battle feels like it's been raging on for months, that's for certain. But this is some new developments here on the south side. It's taking out a few buildings now. Maybe Opa hasn't realized this yet and will turn his attention to this soon. Yeah, I didn't really breach the walls. By the way, upgraded walls right now. Stone walls, but they cost wood to build. Oh, there you go. Yeet! There goes another horsey. Okay, finally, Opa's gonna add in some siege. I feel like this Petroblos could have been out here a lot sooner. He's actually given him time to stabilize and maybe opportunities to lose some fights. Economy that is still greatly in favor of Opa. But we'll see. Down goes the town center. He's able to neutralize one of these on the south side. Can Wham hold on to this as he's taking siege? It looks like middle of the map. What's happened? A lot of archers. Manticore is not going to do any damage to these heroes. He's kind of firing on these heroes right now. So it looks like he's able to hold this for now. A lot of carnage back there at the main base. Okay, and he's walled him off the gold. Now, see, that's going to be the really huge stuff here. As you see, look at that red. 64 gold right now. He's not aging up, is he? No. That is going to be pretty massive. He is, like, out of gold. He gathered that gold over there. He's got this one in the middle he could go for, but a lot of action here. He might have just played this long enough to starve his opponent off. He used the walls to keep him off of the gold. And that's going to be really costly. He is trading, but not as many traders as you would hope to have for being completely out of gold at this stage. I like how the Pegasus is just there, scouting away. He's keeping an eye on things. There he is. Let's go check him. Finally has siege. I know. He could have used this a while ago. He's learning. You know, you wouldn't think of these as being your like main siege unit in like AoE4. They're good against like infantry. Okay, Pestilence is going to be used again. I don't know where he used it. The main base, maybe? Maybe on the training? Yeah, use it right around here. Okay, but it's not going to matter. Look at this. He's got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Petroblos. It's going to be pretty big. And now those towers, not going to do so well. Let's reveal this, see if there's any magic left to be had here with red. He's trying to break through the walls with his bare hands. They're just, well, they're not bare hands. They've got little shanks. They're stabbing that wall. Gotta take it down. You know, walls, they combust. They just light on fire if you start stabbing it with a knife. Okay, so his buildings. I love the crumbling effect, by the way. Did you guys see that? Beautiful. Like, I mean, look at this. It's like he's losing parts of the statue as he takes damage. Like, it's so freaking cool. Whoa, a little bit of a lag spike, but it'll come back to us. There goes that watchtower. This is kind of epic. Wham plays Age of Mythology. Okay, so continues to hurl those rocks all around. It was looking, you know, he was going to get a little offensive going on in the south side, but he wasn't able to. He's getting back on the gold. But, and there we have it. Age 4 is underway. Earthquake's available. Will he use it? Wham has the upgrades. Has the earthquake ready to go. Let's see if he, yeah, I think right here is where he'd want to use it. Either right there or right on these fortresses. We'll see what he goes for. But right now he's breaking through just fine, so honestly probably doesn't need it. Let's see if there's any hope of Big Axe aging up. No, I don't think so. I can say I've been in situations like this where I was like decisively winning and then I didn't pay attention and suddenly I was like, oh, I'm out of gold, and then I like could repop my army and somehow lost a game. But I don't think this is going to be one of those situations here. Opa just barreling forward. Zoom. We got some sentinels being called in. That's a god power. He takes out the siege, but just barely. Yeah, he needs to keep his heroes out here on these Cyclops. Maybe he could target his myth units a little more with his Ajax and stuff. But, I mean, he's sending so many Cyclops just like non-stop from the main base. I swear this is just like a game that never ends. I'm ready for some Titans. You think we'll see a Titan? I haven't seen a Titan yet in a Casa game. That would be epic. Okay, so for right now, it's looking like Opa is just crushing the base of Big Axe. You see Achilles hanging on, but by a thread. Maybe a latch ditch effort soon. Traders, he's continuing to make donkeys to trade to their town center. You get to trade from the market to a settlement, a town center here in Retold. Yeah, he's gonna hold that, gonna get that. I'm gonna hit this with a little bit of turbo, because I feel like this game might be stalling out. Let's see if we can. It's live, so you never know. Okay, so he's going to be taking out those fortresses. Yeah, Big Axe. He's throwing the tail. There's no way. What are the main changes from the original game? Oh, man. That's a huge question, right? Oh, there's Earthquake. Oh, man. I don't know why he centered it right there. A little bit of a weird spot to use it. Maybe when to use it like right on the town center. Yeah, he didn't do as much damage as he could have with that thing. I mean, there's a lot of changes, so it's hard to nail down every single one. I haven't like written down and gone through every single thing. Small question, but huge answer. Yeah. Oh, look at that fire. Yeah, do you have a more specific question, I guess? I mean, villager auto queue on your town center is pretty massive to have that. I guess that was in Titans, not technically in the original. But like, it's a massive thing. Oh my gosh, look at these villagers. That villager flew from like over here. That was great. What are the biggest things that have changed? I'm trying to think about how to really give it a good answer. Let's get away from that, all that fighting. It's so loud. Let's get some peaceful farming. We already know the war is winning. I mean, biggest change is probably God powers being recastable, being able to use them multiple times. That's a huge change to how Age of Mythology plays. I think it's a nice one too. I've been enjoying it. I think another thing is the pop space. There's more pop space than there is in vanilla, and it really lets you get more units out in the field, and I think is a little bit more enjoyable to play in that way. I think that's pretty cool. More hunts on the map really make it big. There's a lot more food under your town center when you start. Now, I'll be interested to see how they balance that. I wouldn't be surprised they even toned it down. And then you got Oasis that's got nothing. But I think that's a pretty big thing. I mean, of course, there's tweaks with every civ. So like those are huge. I think they basically like reworked a lot of the like special attacks on the myth units. And like that's pretty cool, and the fact that you can choose to manually trigger those if you want to, you know, can make it really decisive. Especially some of the ones that are more of like area of attack. Like sometimes I'll try to get like 3 Sphinxes and go on a raid, you know, and that can be pretty huge. Any word on a new civ? Are you talking about Age of Mythology? We got like a brand new beta. You asked me about a new civ. Please repeat your question. I don't think I understand that one at all. Okay, so Big Axe right now has got, he's holding on. What the heck? Okay. I will say, Opa does not know how to finish a game. That's certainly what we've seen here today. A Titan might be nice. Okay. This, by the way, this unit is absolutely epic. The Heliopolis. Great siege unit. My god, Red is he actually freaking holding this? There's no way. Maybe he's just exploring all the units. I really don't know at this point how this game hasn't ended, but it rages on. Red's completely out of gold. Yeah, this is gonna be it. You thought they were gonna have a new civ for the game? Well, there's gonna be. With this, we're going to have the Greeks, the Atlanteans, the Norse, and the Egyptians. And then there's going to be a DLC, Chinese Pantheons that are going to be added after the initial launch here. So this game hasn't even launched yet. This is beta, right? So it's going to come out at the end of August. There are supposed to be, I believe, the new civs with AoE4, but I bet that's not going to be until 2025 is what I imagine. Maybe late this year, but I'm assuming it's 2025. And then supposedly AoE3's got new civs on the way too. So yeah, there are new civs for all the Age of Empires coming out. Has trading changed? You know, I really don't know the intricacies of how trading exactly worked as far as the like exact values from vanilla to say what has changed. I'm pretty sure it has. I think they might have toned it down a little bit to my understanding, but you'd probably need to talk to someone who like played a ton of Age of Mythology recently. I don't have the memorized, you know, values. Okay, so can he finish this? Now, ways to finish this game. His opponent's not resigning. He seems to be winning. He can kill every unit. That would take a long time. He could build a wonder. He could get spies and just like really go after every unit very quickly. But this could go on for a while here. There's no like landmark snipes or anything. I feel like there should be a victory condition that if you control every settlement, that it's like you have 5 minutes and then it's over, or even less than that or something, you know? I like how the gold veins are generally distributed. This seems to be pretty static, or like rather symmetrical. I would say more symmetrical than, well, most of the cases. I don't know. The maps just have felt really balanced to me. Maybe it's too early to know, you know? A landmark condition. Yeah, I think a good condition would be to add, like, if you get every settlement, the game's over. Because then that could be your goal. Like, okay, I'll just take all these settlements. But you know, you can go on the forums and you can suggest it to the devs. Maybe they'll add it. You never know. You never know. It's insane, like, Red keeps going, too. He doesn't know when to quit. Yeah, it could be even... I don't even know. I'm okay with, like, you not being knocked out just because you lose all your TCs, especially because now you can build a village center, right? That's a big difference. Okay, come on. Let's see what happens here. There you go. Finally taps out, and a long game. I feel like Opa took control pretty early on this one, but wanted to see it out. We got to see, you know, some Age 4. Was hoping maybe we'd see a Titan, but that's going to be it. A Hades Mirror, Opa, Whammo 1. Coming out with a dominant performance here today.